Hope nothing's behind me. Not a problem. Now I'm walking down towards the cloisters.
Just had serious deja vu then. It's like I've been here before or I've dreamt it before. No, Craig, stay.
No, I fucking can't.
Right, we'll leave us a camera then.
What are you going for? What's wrong with you?
Just, I was about to pass out just then.
Alright, well, give us a camera.
Wait till I get out.
Oh, wait.
Well, there was 3 of us. 1 down, 2 to go.
My heart's racing. I feel fucking horrible. I feel terrible, mate.
Hold on. How do you feel?
I just got this overwhelming feeling of sickness, and everything just went black, and I was about to pass out. I just had to leave. Still, my heart is racing. I feel like shit.
I think it's nerves.
No, I don't think it is, because it just suddenly came over me so fast.
Just for the record, I've just left Rick on his own.
I'm shaking.
Without any formal light whatsoever, so I'm just going to go back in there now.
You take that and my legs are gone. I can't even walk.
Could you do anything at all just to show us that you're here in the room with us? Anything at all? How do you feel, Phil?
Fine.
Nothing?
No.
How does I'm getting cold, but maybe that's probably because I'm sitting still. Is anybody else feeling cold?
I was just thinking that exactly when you said that. It's nothing extreme.
Just like a
It
breeze.
just feels like the temperature's dropping a bit.
Oh, I am getting a breeze on my ear again.
Are you?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
And the temperature for me is dropping quite rapidly.
Okay.
Do you feel cold, Carl?
No.
Phil?
No.
My hands feel cold. Just here.
Actually, there's one thing I do feel is absolutely shattered.
You look shattered.
Yeah.
I was trying to actually think of an excuse to say to all of us, can we close our eyes and try and see if what we can do so I can go to sleep. If I close my eyes, I will go to sleep.
Should we make a move? Should we blow the candles out?
It was now up to Richard Felix to hopefully come across something paranormal. He was on his own in the grounds, trying to conquer his fear.
It's that dark door ahead that bothers me. What's through there? Oh my God. This is your worst nightmare. What's through the blackness? If there is anything, I'm out of here. My God. I don't know whether this can be seen on the camera, but I have 2 large shadows. No, it's too much. Can't cope with this. No, don't like it. Fucking hell! It's got me. That's panic for you. Haven't broken the camera. Fell over. Didn't like it in there. Not that brave, are you? Going back to the house now, please.
So this house that has stood alone and empty for years, that is supposed to be haunted, left its effect on some members of the crew, but not all. Derek believed he contacted a malevolent spirit, a hooded figure that has been seen regularly. We never did find out who this spirit once was, or why he still haunts. Richard Felix thought he saw a dark figure in the grounds. Some strange noises were heard and a mysterious light shone at us through the woods. Aberglasney House certainly is an interesting place to investigate, but is it haunted?
"90 reported sightings. of ghosts within the place, so I expected something to happen, and Derek came up with some of them, certainly not 90.
During the walk around at night in the woods, when everybody saw the light, we did actually get a bit carried away with what that could be. I prefer to put it down to maybe somebody actually in the woods or a car in the distance maybe. Having said that, there has been sightings of a hooded figure there in that location, so who knows. Personally, I don't think it was anything to do with any paranormal activity.
We were led to an area of like cellars, so to speak. I was aware of this pulling down hard on my shoulders, and with just, I suppose, a mental energy said, no, I don't wish this, and it away from me, thankfully.
He seemed to be taken over in the basement. That was quite frightening. Bothered me a little bit.
During one of the vigils in the house, Craig, who went into the cellar, complained of breathing difficulties. He said he was being choked. This could be down to paranormal activities, but I think it's more likely down to the fact that the air down there was damp and you couldn't really breathe properly anyway.
In the area where Derek had picked up the figure that sat with people at the table, I thought I saw a figure. I'm sure it was my imagination, but that was it. I lost my bottle and turned and ran, fell over, and felt a right prat. But I did say at the beginning that I thought we might see a ghost. And I might have done. I'm not sure.
One of the first things that the group witnesses is the strange and mysterious light in the woods. And the light doesn't appear to move, so it suggests it's not somebody with a torch walking through the woods. But when they go and investigate, they find no source of the light. There's nothing there at all. So it's left a little bit unresolved. But what we do see is shortly after that is that the group does start to experience things which they start to interpret now in terms of perhaps a paranormal explanation. So, for example, Yvette hears some strange breathing in her ear, only to find out shortly after, or in fact when they start to edit the material, that perhaps it seems to be just a moth was flying in and out of her ear. But at the time, it's very worrying, and it leads the group to think perhaps something unusual is happening.
What are you going for? What's wrong with you?
Just, I was about to pass out.
All right, give us a camera.
When we look at the three lads down in the basement, Rick, Craig and Stuart, again, it's a very nice example of how the crew seems to be becoming a little bit more sceptical and critical in their approach to investigations, which is a very good thing. And what I'm talking about here is that even though we have Craig, who seems to be reporting feeling ill and headaches, Stuart and Rick don't go along with that and saying, yeah, well, I feel a bit odd here too. They have their own opinions and they're happy to voice them. So again, it suggests that they're not just going along with the sort of general opinion of the people they're with. They're actually starting to stamp their own individual opinion. And I think that suggests or reflects that they are becoming a little bit more sceptical in their investigations. And I look forward to seeing more of that in future investigations.
How do you feel?
I just got this overwhelming feeling of sickness, and everything just went black, and I was about to pass out. I just had to leave.
Well, that was certainly an interesting evening. 90 ghosts? I don't think so. Until the next time, sleep tight. Don't laugh at my bottom.
Might try again another time.